Oh, hello! I've missed you guys so much, but I'm back! Briefly, and then I'm gone again because of the latest YouTube policy changes. Here is me weighing in on those, as everyone has done in the last 24 hours. I do hope you listen to my take on this because I feel it's important. I recorded this yesterday. I've been sitting on this for the last 24 hours deciding whether or not I wanted to actually post it because it's practically a resignation letter, really. But yeah, the time has come. It's audio only, so just listen. Feel free to go off into another browser tab and watch some porn while listening to the sound of my voice. That is how porn was intended to be watched, really. But I can't be everywhere at once. So yeah, leave your comments below. I'd love to know, not while you're masturbating, finish up and then leave your comments below, because I would really love to know your take on this whole drama. And I'll see you for the final video I allude to in a bit. Obligatory. Oh, hello. Here's the situation. Here's why it's fucked, and here's why you should care whether you run a channel, whether you plan on starting a channel, or even if you just enjoy YouTube as a viewer. So, without any notice whatsoever, YouTube has announced to us all today that if your channel hasn't racked up at least 4,000 viewing hours over the past year and hasn't got at least 1,000 subscribers, they are stripping all of the monetization features from your channel. They just don't want to know about you. So, for some reason, rather than making a little bit of money on a small channel, they'd rather make no money and at the same time remove any incentive for anyone to make content for them for free on which they want to put their ads. But apparently that's fine. Get your logical human thinking out here, because the dollar robots up in the business factory have done a beep boop on the figures, and the graph says profit. So that's what they're rolling with. They say they've made their decision after talking to small channel owners. Bullshit. Demonstrable bullshit. And don't believe the lie that they're doing it all to, what was their wording? To weed out bad content creators and improve the community. Every decision the idiots at YouTube makes has increased the toxicity of this damn site. And the only bad content creators are the ones they're pandering to at the very top. This is a move to attract advertisers. That's the only thing they're doing here. So I suspect, now that the lower 50% of us, possibly more, have been demonetized and don't make them any money, the search algorithm is going to mysteriously start favouring the already successful channels more than it already does. So, in short, expect most of the content creators on YouTube to either give up or get pushed out. So all you're going to be left with as a viewer is a very small selection of, let's be frank, asinine, shit-heel view whores who put out low-effort videos laden with Grammarly ads and sponsored by every mattress company in existence. And that's the point, that the viewers get sick of it and YouTube's traffic takes a nosedive. No audience means no pulling power with advertisers. So I can't begin to imagine the increasingly terrible decisions that are going to follow when that death spin starts for the company. And if you don't think it's going to happen, let me give you a real world example, okay? Me. And remember that this isn't just me. There are tens of thousands of people like me in the same boat right now. So I was actually working on a new video this week. It's taken me a long time to get into it, and it's slow going, but I found myself, as I'm working on this thing, getting really excited about jumping back into the game. I was looking forward tonight to getting home and editing it. But then I get this email from YouTube that, to be frank, it's taken the wind out of my sails. I'm still going to finish it, and I'll upload it in the next few days, but honestly, I think it's going to be my last. I don't want to create content for free for a conglomerate that clearly doesn't appreciate me. I don't mean to sound like I'm being a martyr. Obviously I wasn't doing it for YouTube. I wasn't getting up in the morning and thinking, oh man, I hope Google Incorporated really likes the video I upload for them today and it earns them lots of money. Let's be realistic. I was using their bandwidth. And their platform, and I was doing it mainly for myself and, to a far lesser extent, for you assholes. But I decided over the last 10 months or so to take it easy because I've been writing a book and working on improving my mental health. And having a baby! I thought it would be okay to take a break because I'm human and running a YouTube channel is fucking exhausting. But I didn't realise I'd have to do an end of year exam to see if I'd contributed enough. I've given them over 1 million views so far, and I was just about to come back and give them 1 million more. But you know what? You've lost me. You've lost me because you're too greedy. Most of us were happy to carry on. For our own amusement, for the pittance we were getting paid. Can you imagine any other company trying to hire people to make video content for, 10 cents per hour's work and actually getting away with it? But no, that's still too much. You want it for free while you use the sweat of our brow to attract the big advertising dollars that you plan on sharing only between yourselves and Logan fucking Paul. 4,000 hours minimum. To put that into perspective, it seems like quite an arbitrary number. Let's just look at my own analytics here as an example. But remember, this is just me. There are tens of thousands of other people in the same boat. So I was getting a decent 20,000 views per month on average for the past few years, fairly consistently. And I know it's not a massive number on the scheme of things, but man alive, it feels like a big number to me. And you're damn right I worked my ass off for each and every one of those clicks. But you know what that equated to when I've just looked into it? So they wanted 4,000 hours of viewing to qualify for monetization. I am astounded to have found out that even with 20,000 views per month, I only racked up 2,040 hours for them. I put in literally countless hours making content for their site, for them to profit off, and apparently I only got 50% of the way towards being merely acceptable. I just handed in a multi-year homework assignment I didn't even realise I was being graded on, and I got a D-. I get kids from time to time who are starting out a channel and they ask me for advice. Christ knows why, by the way. Worst person to ask. But, you know, I always try to be encouraging. Because it's hard. It is really hard to get anywhere with not just YouTube, just online content in general. Man, I love it when people celebrate their first 10 or 100 subscribers. It's great because I know how difficult that is. But you know what my advice is now? Don't bother. Just don't even start. And if you're a viewer, if you're on the other side of the equation, you're someone who just watches YouTube content and enjoys it as much as I do, my advice would be to turn on your ad blocker. Turn it on right now. I never thought I would hear myself say that, but let's tear this motherfucker down. It's pointless. Give your favourite small channels money directly or through Patreon and support them in any way you can. Even just telling them, hey, I really appreciate what you're doing. Just leave that comment, leave that tweet. Just let them know that they've got a fan. They probably really need it right now, in spite of YouTube. And YouTube, for me personally, I'm out. I hope your hubris is your undoing. You've lost me, and you've lost my 1,500 subscribers, because I'm going to spend the next 12 months travelling the globe and systematically killing them all. It's not their fault. It's yours, YouTube. It's all on you. If I can't have them, nobody can. So think of that next time. And speaking of which, let's see here. Brian Reskovitz in Wisconsin. I'll see you in about 14 hours, buddy. Do me a favour and keep your door unlocked and make things easier.